Greetings, Jonathan. Camarda with a global macro scenario obviously unfolding in the Middle East with the, strikes in Iran and the retaliatory strikes over the last couple of days. Just wanted to give you a top-down where we see things, what generally happens in the short term, and what to expect to unfold in the coming weeks and as such. Typically these type of events are short-term uncertainty and high volatility. However, not really sculpting the narrative on the economic front, though we shall see. Generally you have flocking to safety assets, which we've seen, treasuries. You'll notice in some of your conservative strategies, again, that longer term of the yield curve that, we're looking at exposure there because rates dropping. U.S. dollar finding a little bit of a breather as well as money tends to flock. So again, the dollar finding some resiliency there as well. Energy initially spiked ahead of the technologies, discretionaries, consumer services, and industrials, which have been leading the last few months to lead actually all sectors over the last week. However, even on a day like today, as I record this June 23rd, oil's taken a decent step back, even with some of these recent retaliatory strikes by Iran. So we shall watch. The big wild card, of course, is the Strait of Hormuz. That's where things flow, right? If that any turbulence there, then again you could see an increase in energy prices and energy plays, while transportation and discretionary stocks could be harmed because of the flow there. So we're watching that very closely as well. So again, in the short term, treasuries, dollar finding some resiliency. And you have a situation where, again, equities, on a day like today, flip-flopping around from green to red. Again, the coming weeks shall tell, the flows in those sectors that I pointed out. We'll stay eternally vigilant. You stay, or at least try to stay frosty into next week's holiday weekend. And until next time, Jonathan Camarda, pleasure to serve.